Hey guys, welcome back into the Bro Force Squad podcast. This is our spoilers heavy review of the new Matt Damon film starring Matt Damon and his ponytail called The Great Wall. I'm your host, Jeff Hornacek. Let's go around and meet the bros on the pod today. First off, as always, the mad scientist in his lab, Brian Banner. Brian, what's going on, man?
Not a whole lot. Just coming off watching this movie that I wouldn't have seen if we didn't do this pod. I'm not going to lie to you, but I'm not mad that I saw it.
Well, at least now you know the history behind the Great Wall, so you learned a little something from it. Also, we have a very special...
I used to skip history class. I skipped history class in high school, so I feel like I made up for that now.
This will take the place of that. We also have a very special guest on the show today, our buddy on YouTube, Daniel. Daniel, tell them a little bit about yourself. Thanks for coming on, and tell them where they can find you and subscribe to your YouTube channel.
Well, my name is Omagnas Batman, and I do movie reviews, and also I talk about superheroes content and all that matter. One of the things I love doing, I love bringing bring humor to the movie reviews. So therefore, I break down a film, and also you get to laugh while I make fun of myself on YouTube. And one of the things I'm adding to my channel is I'm adding skits, like short little skits, like 30-second skits, where I make like a parody of the movie to start up before the review. That's one of the things I've been doing on some of my reviews. I did it for my review for The Accountant and my review for the Star Wars. So yes, definitely check some of that stuff out. And thank you for having me, Bro Force Squad.
Yeah, man, anytime. You'll be able to subscribe to Omagnas Batman's channel. The link will be in our description, and if you're not checking him out for your movie reviews, you are sorely missing out. So let's just dive right into it, guys. The Great Wall, directed by a guy named Yimou Zhang, who apparently is the tits in China, just pretty much runs that country. And I think Daniel said it best in his review. This movie stars Matt Damon and a bunch of Asians who are probably great Chinese actors in their own right or whatever. Daniel, we'll give you first crack at this. Before we dive in a little bit, what was just your initial thoughts after you saw The Great Wall?
My initial thoughts right after I saw The Great Wall, I literally just shrugged my shoulders as in, this is efficient. It is okay. There's really nothing spectacular with the film. It's pretty much like a popcorn flick. I mean, it is just efficient. There's really nothing special about it. I mean, it has the special effects is on and off. It's totally. The acting was average to me. I mean, Matt Damon, he did his part. Jan Tan, I love her in my review. I really love her.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Jan Tan.
Get in line, bro. Line's forming right here for a shot at Tianjin.
No, I was the main one in line, sir.
All right. I'll be behind you. No cuts. I won't cut you. Banner, what were your initial thoughts after watching The Great Wall?
I'm not going to lie. I was actually kind of pleased, but I think that's because I went into it with really low expectations. Mainly because 6 months ago when I first saw the trailer, I wanted the monsters to be dinosaurs so fucking bad.
Well, that would be more historically accurate, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, and then when I found out they weren't dinosaurs, I was like, well, this movie's going to suck. And then in this last marketing push they had, I was like, you know what, I'll give it a shot. And so it wasn't that bad, to be honest with you. It's a great movie if it's on FX or Spike TV in like at 10 o'clock in the morning, yeah, I'm going to watch it.
I think FX Spike TV, this is going to be like a really good cable rewatch. I agree with what Daniel said, and after I saw his review for it, look, there are a lot worse movies out there getting made than The Great Wall. There are a lot better movies out there getting made than The Great Wall. If you want to see Matt Damon at not his best, but kicking some ass, this is the film for you. We're going to break this down real quick in kind of the 5 ways we like to look at movies. First thing, acting and cast. Banner, what did you think of the cast in this movie and how well they performed?
Inconsistent. Very inconsistent. It just, at times they showed up, and then at times you're like, what the fuck? This is terrible. Like, it didn't make any sense. William Dafoe, why is he in this movie?
Well, you could take his character out and like nothing would change, basically.
You could almost even take Tovar, that character. You could almost take him out, and the movie wouldn't really change.
Yeah.
Is Tovar the partner?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like his buddy that he hates, but yet they're still bros.
Love-hate relationship.
Which I didn't really. Yeah.
Daniel, what'd you think about the cast and the acting?
The cast was diverse. Matt Damon's partner, Pedro Pascal. He's a Chilean actor from Chile. Hope I'm saying it right. It's not really whitewashing. This film was criticized for whitewashing, but the cast is a little diverse, a little bit. But the casting was okay. The source of acting was just average, below average at times. There is this one scene, I don't know if you guys noticed it, where the whole entire movie cut into a different scene where Matt Damon's like talking in a different accent.
Yeah, I caught that too.
Yeah, that was like it felt like that 5 second span was like I was watching a different movie. Like
definitely.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So
for me, I almost wish that this movie just would have been strictly Asian actors. Like I understand that Matt Damon is the one who sells tickets and why we're doing this, but like him, Matt Damon, and Pedro Pascal, the guy who played Tovar, had a painful lack of chemistry in this movie. Like it hurt me every time they were on screen together. Willem Dafoe, I mean, he's doing his creepy like dude in the background thing the whole time. Take him out of the film, it's all the same. Next thing we want to talk about is the plot to the film. Obviously, a movie where people are fighting like dragon beast monsters is not going to rely too heavily on plot. Daniel, what do you think about the story or lack thereof in The Great Wall?
I think they tried to make the story very deep by saying that these monsters. Is this spoilers or spoiler free?
Spoilers, man. Lay it on them.
Oh, all right. So they try to make it deep by saying these monsters came from the gods sent these monsters from space to kill all men with greed, but really they was killing everybody. So,
yeah, that old story. It's like the monsters interview a man before they kill him. Like, do you find yourself being selfish in life? Okay, well, then we're gonna rip your head off.
Did you break one of the sins?
Like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not real. They're not. The monsters weren't very prejudiced.
No, they're just killing everything in sight. So that I didn't really follow that. And just, I mean, it was really good watching the monsters, evolving and thought, they're smarter in battle. That was nice to see. But the ending, them dying off Phantom Menace style,
Yeah, what was that, dude? Like, and the Chitauri thing, like, that is so played out. Banner, what did you think about the plot of The Great Wall?
The story itself, you have monsters. They built this giant-ass wall to protect the city from the monsters. Relatively simple concept. Mm-hmm. I like the fact that the monsters attack or come back every 60 years. So, in theory, one person can see these monsters twice in their lifetime. Mm-hmm. I thought that was kind of a neat idea because usually it's like once every 1,000 years or once every 100 years. No, this is once every 60 years. Like in perspective, that's actually pretty frequent.
Yeah.
Compared to some other movies that we see. So I like that. Daniel, I'm with you, man. I don't get the ending. Like, hey, we kill this one super queen. And everybody just freezes and dies, and they just stop.
The monsters lose Wi-Fi, and then they all just shut down.
Yeah, exactly. The whole idea with the magnet too, where that like is like a sedative. I thought that was an interesting idea because I guess magnets like weren't everywhere back then.
I guess
not really. It's probably rare. Yeah.
What I thought about the plot, I'm actually glad this movie didn't try and have like a more intricate plot because they know why people go to it. Look, just give me a little bit of exposition here and there, and then let's just fucking fight some monsters. So I actually kind of appreciated how it knew what it was. It didn't try and be something that it's not. Maybe one of my favorite categories we like to dive into is our favorite scene from the movie. I'll go through mine real quick because maybe you guys have the same one. It was when Tovar and William were on the floor of the Great Wall, and they had to try and capture that one that they were trying to lure in. That was badass. To me, I thought some of the best CGI work in the movie, and it made me want to like grab one of my roommates and go outside and be like, yo, let's try and fight like a rabid dog and work together and capture it. Daniel, what was your favorite scene in The Great Wall?
My favorite scene was a scene where they showed all the different color Power Rangers.
Hell yeah.
Armor suits and all their different set of skills. They had the black one that's like the brute force. You have the one is the blue that's like does aerial assaults, and I think that was very cool because that's something I haven't really seen in a while. So since Power Rangers, I guess. So yeah, that was a really interesting scene to have in the film.
Yeah, that was visually cool. I also loved how you had the drummers and the DJ who were like, "Yo, we'll drop a fat beat while you guys try and fight these monsters. Don't worry about that."
Yeah.
Banner, best scene in your opinion in The Great Wall?
My favorite scene was kind of the first time when Matt Damon's character and his partner fought alongside the Chinese people to fight the monsters when they were chained up and the one dude let him go, and that scene was just choreographed very good. I think it was again one of the better CGIs in the movie, which was again really inconsistent. Some CGI was really good, some CGI wasn't. It was all over the place, and that was one of the scenes that I thought were really cool. But I also like the scene that you talked about with the whistling arrows, so that it was all foggy and they knew where they were at because of the arrows. That was a really cool, fresh idea that they were able to pull off very well.
Yeah, the CGI to me, it was either like I actually thought these were real monsters they were fighting, or I thought I was fucking playing Turok Dinosaur Hunter again on my N64. Like, that's how inconsistent it was for me. Another one, rewatchability, guys. Do we think this is a movie that, maybe not now because it's so fresh, but like Banner was saying, when it's back on TV, will we be able to rewatch it again? I say yes. I think popcorn flicks like this are always a little more fun to go back and revisit. Banner, what do you think? Is this something you could see yourself not at gunpoint watching again at a certain point in your life?
Yeah, I mean, it's not something that, like, look, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. They're not getting any more of my money. I'm not going to go buy a DVD or a Blu-ray of this. But you throw it on cable or even throw it on Netflix. Yeah, I mean, I'll watch it. It was a good flick, relatively simple. You could throw it on while you're cooking dinner or doing something else, like in the background. Daniel, I think on your review, you said it best. Throw it on when you're having a party. You're gonna have 4, 5, 8 guys watch it while you throw down some beers. And yeah, I mean, it was a decent flick.
Yeah.
So Daniel, there's a movie. Obviously, we're not going to go see in theaters. Are you going to buy this when it comes out on Blu-ray? You're more like Banner, like give it to me on FX on like a Thursday night, and I'll probably check it out for like 40 minutes.
Probably might be less than that. Probably like it's not a movie I would really watch again. I mean, I love like really good films. My Blu-ray collection is filled with good films. So this is the kind of movie. If I see it on TV, I'd probably like just switch to a different channel.
I hear you there. All right, guys.
You might watch it to the next commercial and then like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah, that's like 10 minutes into the films.
And they should be grateful for that. All right, guys, last one. Effects on pop culture. Movies like this, this day and age, are things changing the game? Is it something that's going to change the way other movies are made? Are we going to maybe get a sequel? I'm going to say none of those, the above for me. This is a movie that isn't awful, but I think when we look back on it in 4 or 5 years, it is going to be so drowned out and forgotten in a sea of other movies that are pretty similar to it. Didn't really do much in terms of the needle there. Didn't really break any ground. It was kind of cool to see a little bit of a more diverse cast in a big budget film, so I'll give it some points for that. But aside from that, kind of just like Daniel was saying, like a shoulder shrug type of a film. Daniel, anything that kind of rings true to you or resonates as far as impact on pop culture with this movie?
It'll make Gen 10s famous more.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
So we all win. Give me some more Chin Jing, and then that's one thing this movie did right.
Yeah.
Banner,
definitely.
Pop culture, what do you think?
I'm just going to go culture in general. There's going to be a generation of kids that actually thinks this is why the Great Wall was built.
Oh!
It's true.
So
history teachers have an uphill battle now.
Yeah, they're fighting against the stream now. But I mean, other than that, yeah, I mean, like you said, it's just going to get lost. Even just in a year, that's potentially going to have a ton of way better movies than this.
Yeah, I'm going to forget about this movie by next weekend, I think. So,
yeah.
All right, guys, last thing, and Daniel, I know you have a nice grading scale of your own on your channel, but I'm going to give it a score out of 10. Since we had 5 categories, I'll just give it a couple points for each. I give it a 5 out of 10, which it's not a great movie. I probably wouldn't recommend it to someone, but like I said, I've seen way worse movies, and this one was a quick enough watch that I had some fun with it. Banner, what do you give this movie?
5.5 out of 10. Like you said, I'm not going to recommend it to anybody, but if somebody's like, hey, have you seen it? Yeah, I saw it. And if you've got an hour and a half that you have literally nothing else to do, pop it in, see what's going on.
Daniel, if you had to rate this movie, what would it be?
Well, on my channel, I gave it a Michael Keaton Batman, which pretty means average. So yeah, 5 out of 10 for me.
Great. All right, guys, we have been the Bro 4 Squad with Daniel and Omagnas Batman joining us. Be sure to check out his channel in the description below. Subscribe to it. He's doing some awesome work with reviews. For Brian Banner, the mad scientist in his lab, and Daniel, I am Jeff Hornacek. Thanks for checking us out. Be sure to catch us on bro4squad.com. Help participate in our comic movie madness tournament going on right now. The 64 best, most infamous comic book superhero movies of all time, and we need your help deciding which is the best ever. Subscribe to us on YouTube, Bro4 Squad, 3 words. Same thing on iTunes. Check out our Facebook, that's Bro4 Squad, 3 words. And also check us out on Twitter, @Bro4 Squad. Thank you guys, and we will catch you next time.